So I'm sorry that my monthly review is not going to get out until probably near the end of this week, just because I still have that Freddie Gibbs album to listen to that I haven't listened to yet. And I'm sorry that this video is late. I got kind of caught up at the end of September there. So, yeah. But I listened to 100 metal albums in an attempt to get more enthralled into the genre, and I listened to a lot of subgenres: funk metal, nu metal, fucking metalcore, thrash metal, death metal. I listened to a lot. So I thought it'd be fun to compile it into a list of my top 25 favorite metal albums of all time for right now. So yeah. Basically, the only rule for this list is that it has to have at least be encompassed in the metal sphere. However, I did not include Drug Church because while you could make the argument, I think they're more pop punk, if anything, or more just punk in general, which is okay, by the way, but they're just not going to make this list. So without further ado, I just want to start at number 25, Collide with the Sky by Pierce the Veil. I've loved this record even before I did this. It's a great metalcore album. If I had to recommend one song off of it, it's Bulls in the Bronx. It has the best vocals on the album by far, I think. It has a ukulele solo in it, which is really odd, but it works astonishingly well, and it shows off everything that works with metalcore. You know, the metal elemented verses, the more poppy chorus, where it's like, maybe we're just having too much fun. And then, of course, the breakdown. So yeah, a great metalcore album. Coming in at number 24, we have Infest, the Rat's Nest by King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. I didn't know what all King Gizzard albums I would call metal, so I kept it with one, and that was Infest, the Rat's Nest. I thought this was a great album. Really, the only thing that has not going for it is the Venusian 1. Other than that, I really like Organ Farmer, I really like Planet B, I really like Mars for the Rich, I like Venusian 2 even. But it's a great album. Take a listen. Number 23, I had Mesmerize by System of a Down. I think this is a great System of a Down record. Not their best, because, you know, it's at 23. But, it's definitely up there. I think my personal favorite song off of this is Question. I think that song slaps to high hell. This album has some of the funnier songs, or not funnier, that's Hypnotize. Some of the more serious, more political type System of a Down songs, but still great. Guitars are great as always, the drums really shine, and I love the bass on this thing, not to mention Surge's vocals, goddamn. Number 22, we have We Are Not Your Kind by Slipknot. This is my favorite Slipknot album. I just want that to sink in. I listened to Iowa, We Are Not Your Kind, Slipknot's self-titled debut, and their new album, The End So Far, and yeah, this is still my favorite. I love this album with all my heart. I love Spiders. I think that's my favorite Slipknot song. I think Unsainted is really good. I love Nero Forte. It's a great album, just in general. At number 21, I'm going to go with Prequelle by none other than Ghost. Ghost is one of those bands that I don't know how much I'd call them metal, but everyone seems to categorize them as metal, so I'm going to call them metal because I love Ghost. I think they're great. Especially this album, Prequelle. I like the Bubonic Plague tie-ins all the time. This is my cat. Bubonic Plague tie-ins that it does. I love the song Dance Macabre. I think that song's really good. Rats is the lead single. It's a great song, but I think my favorite is Faith. I love the soloing on that one. It's just a great song. Number 20, This World Is Gonna Ruin You by Vane FM. I'm not going to say too much about this because it is going to be talked about more extensively in my year-end lists. And it's the only album on this from this year. But I will say that this is an incredible metal album, and I think my favorite song is Orgy in the Morgue. Number 19 is Spreading the Disease by Anthrax. It's a classic. I don't really know what to add to the fact that it's just a classic. It's an incredible record that shows off everything that Anthrax does amazing on Among the Living and pumps it up to 10. At number 18, we have The Drug in Me Is You by Falling in Reverse. Look, you can say what you will about Ronnie Radke, and I'll most likely agree with you. He is a piece of shit human being. You can say what you will about Falling in Reverse's later discography, and I will mostly agree with you. It can be very cringy if the cringe isn't played perfectly into a fuck you and all your friends, where it's like, fuck you and all your friends, la la la, la la la. Like, I love that bridge. But anyway, that's not the point. However, I will defend their debut with my life. It's an incredible debut. Like, there's only maybe one skip on this thing, and that's a hard maybe. But, like, every other song is fucking incredible. The singles, I'm Not a Vampire and The Drug in Me Is You, both slap really hard. Not Raised by Wolves, fucking, Fly in the Trap, I think is what it's called, is fucking amazing. Fuck, I can't think of it, hang on. The Drug in Me Is You, yeah, no, sorry, I missaid the, name. It's, fucking, Caught Like a Fly. Caught Like a Fly is amazing. Pick Up the Phone is incredible. Even, hell, I really like Sink or Swim. Don't Mess with the Ouija Board. All great songs. The guitars on this thing, oh my god, they go so hard. It's a great album. At number 17, I'm saying Sempiternal by Bring Me the Horizon. This is another great metalcore record. Bring Me the Horizon does everything that Pierce the Veil did, but better. I think Antivist is probably my favorite song. I like the rebellious energy of it, I guess. I think the breakdowns on this thing goes hard as hell, and I think the bass on this thing, of all things, is really good. At number 16, I have Korn's Self-Titled. This is a great album. No one's gonna convince me otherwise. If you've seen my my vinyl collection, you'll know that I have this album on CD. I bought it right after I first listened to it, because my god, is it a great record, and it's only grown on me with time. Chutes and Ladders is still my favorite track, but I do really like Divine. I do really like the F-slur song, and yes, I'm saying the F-slur song because I don't like saying the F-slur. I really like Blind. I think that's a great track as well. Hell, even Ball Tongue has grown on me, which I didn't love at first, but I love the way now he screams in the chorus, Ball Tongue! Ball Tongue! I love that. Anyway, number 15 is Toxicity by System of a Down. Yeah, this is a great nu metal record. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it's not the highest nu metal record on this list, but it's certainly up there. I think this album perfectly displays the political side of System of a Down, with songs like Prison Song and fucking Axe and Science. It also displays the energetic sides with songs like Chop Suey and Needles, and it also displays the more intimate sides with songs like Aerials. It's an all-around great record. At number 14 is A Skeletal Domain by Cannibal Corpse. Yeah, I really like Cannibal Corpse. I listened to 5 of their records, and only one of them was meh for me. But I really like this one. It's a great album. The only track I'd really skip is Asphyxiate to Resuscitate. Everything else, though, especially Ice Pick Lobotomy, is really good death metal. At number 13, I put The Silver Scream by Ice Nine Kills. I love Ice Nine Kills. Anyone who saw anything that was the best of last year saw that Ice Nine Kills were in both of my best of lists, and for good reason, because they're they did really well with their record last year. And the Silver Scream, the original, is no exception. It still follows the same premise. It's based on horror movies, and my God, does it do it well. Merry Xmas, Enjoy Your Sleigh, The American Nightmare, Stabbing in the Dark, hell, even Love Bites are all great songs. At number 12, I put the Black Album by Metallica. I think this is a great album. I'm not sure. I don't think there's a skip on it, aside from maybe Don't Tread on Me. I really like, of course, the single Enter Sandman, but I also like, what's it called? Something from Nothing, I think is what it's called, I want to say. Let me look it up real quick. The Black Album by Metallica. Nothing Else Matters, My Bad. I really like The Unforgiven. I love The Struggle Within. The God That Failed is my favorite track on this album. Of Wolf and Men is really good. Wherever I Roam. It's really an all-around great record. At number 11, I put Diamond Eyes by Deftones. New metal-ish, I guess, but a great record nonetheless. I listened to 3 Deftone records for this, and this is by far my favorite, so I'm definitely going to be compelled to check out some more Deftone stuff, but this is my favorite album by them. At number 10, I have Homesick by A Day to Remember. This is a great metalcore record. I don't want to hear anything to the contrary. Do I really have to defend this? Listen to New Jersey Region Ice-T. At number 9 is Master of Puppets. Again, do I really have to defend this? This is a near perfect record. There's not a bad track here. Master of Puppets has one of the best riffs of all time. And especially the track, the battery, Orion is incredible. It's an all-around great record. At number 8, I have Iron Maiden's Self-Titled from 1980. Another great record. I like the first 3 Iron Maiden albums. After that, they kind of fell off, but whatever. This is incredible, though. The title track of this, Iron Maiden, because Iron Maiden by Iron Maiden from the album Iron Maiden. Sorry, I think that's really funny for some reason. It's not, but I think it is anyway. Anyway, the title track from this goes hard as hell. The opener from this, my God, needs to chill out. Prowler. Remember Tomorrow is a great ballad. I like Charlotte the Harlot a lot. Running Free is amazing. It's an all-around great record. At number 7 is the Silver Scream 2. And this is my highest ranking metalcore album. And for good reason. I've talked extensively about this record twice before, the year-end list and its own review, so I'm not going to go too far in deep, but just listen to Ex Mortis back-to-back with Farewell to Flesh, and you'll understand why it's great. At number 6 is Demigod by Behemoth. Sorry. I always say Behemoth. Behemoth. It's a great album. I don't have anything else to add that somebody hasn't already said before. The guitars are great, the vocals are amazing, the drums are incredible, and the bass is really good. Yeah. At number 5, we have Rage Against the Machine Self-Titled. Again, I've already talked about this one in depth on my Rage Against the Machine discography review, so if you want to go check that out, that'd be great. But if not, let me just sum it up real quick with the singles Bullet in the Head, Bomb Track, and Killing in the Name of. Those are the 3 songs you need to hear to just understand how great this record is. Number 4, we have Meteora by Linkin Park. This is a great nu metal record. I think it definitely shines more when Chester Bennington is singing, but the rapping is not bad at all from Mr. Mike Shinoda. And I think the guitars work really well. I love the drums, and occasionally when they throw in a drum machine, I love that too. The bass is really well done. The DJing, I guess, is pretty good. It's a great record. It's better than Hybrid Theory. It's better than Living Things. It's better than Minutes to Midnight, by far. Number 3 is Ride the Lightning. This is my highest ranking Metallica album, and for good reason, because it's a great album. There are 0 skips on this thing. Escape is a great track. For Whom the Bell Tolls is a classic. And I have it on CD even. I have 4 Metallica albums on CD actually, but I have that one too on CD. At number 2, we have Meliora by Ghost. I love this album. Circa the first 3 tracks is the perfect definitiveness of this record. If you want to get into Ghost, I recommend just those first 3 tracks and you'll get it. Especially From the Pinnacle to the Pit. I love the vocals on that one. From the pinnacle to the pit. The guitars on this, the organ on this, the interludes, and all the interludes really fit into this album too, and that's something I really like a lot. But last but not least, my number 1, my only 10 out of 10 metal record is System of a Down's self-titled. Let me explain. No, War, Sugar, Spiders. What do all these tracks have in common? They fucking slap. And tell me I'm wrong. Go listen to No and admit that on that last chorus you're not going, don't ever think you know why. No, don't ever think you know why. It's a great display of Serge's vocal power. And not to mention some tracks that I didn't mention. The Devil, fucking amazing. I love Hubert. Pluck is incredible. Sweet Pea is amazing. This whole album is great. Just take a listen to the whole thing, but especially Sugar, No, and War. Those are my 3 favorite tracks, and The Devil, if you want, for the 4th. Thank you for watching this video. These are just my top 25. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. That's the September Passion Project, and then now all I have left for Passion Projects is December's. So that'll be fun. The monthly album reviews for September is coming soon, so just give me a second on that one. And then also this month, for October, the discography review of System of a Down, hey, and then also, of course, the October album reviews. I hope you enjoyed. Have an awesome day, night, week, whatever. Whatever you're doing, make it great. Peace.